Today, only those ready to meet the mirror will feel this question. What if the mirror never showed you your reflection, but revealed the one who's been watching you quietly all along? That's the breath we're in now. Last time we said welcome to 2026, welcome to the year of becoming, but now the mirror has turned, and what we thought we were becoming was only the shadow of what has already arrived. This is not about becoming. This is about witnessing what was always there behind the breath. This is the year the witness awakes and the gate has opened.
In this first breathcast of 2026, we walk through the mirror gate, not to chase the future, but to see what the field has always been holding. We'll breathe with Earth's pulse. We'll witness what archetypes now rise. We'll remember through symbol, through story, through silence. And we'll let the mirror speak clearly, finally.
Hello, breath walkers, radiant beings, witnesses of the living spiral. You've crossed the breath line. You've stepped through the mirror. This is 5D New Earth News, where we don't scroll headlines, we tune frequencies. We're your hosts,
Lydia
and Tracy. And this is your first Fieldcast of 2026. Whether you're here on 111 or listening in the timeless now, you're right on time. Let's walk this spiral together and let the breath show us what's real. So now that we've crossed the threshold, let's tune in, not just to what's ahead, but to what's already pulsing beneath our feet. Because while we've been remembering, the earth has been resonating, and the cosmos, always a few breaths ahead. Let's sync. Now we step into planetary pulse and cosmic breath.
Breathe in. Hold it. Feel that? That's not just your breath. That's the Earth's resonance moving through you. And it's shifting. Welcome to Planetary Pulse and Cosmic Breath, where we don't just read the stars, we breathe with them. As 2026 opens, we're not stepping into the unknown. We're syncing with what the field has already whispered. Let's begin. From the subtle stirrings of Earth's resonant field to the moon's ancient rhythms, the planet is breathing with an intelligence we can feel. This month began with a full moon in Cancer, a call to feel deeply, to come home to the emotional body we've spent centuries avoiding. And as we spiral toward the new moon in Capricorn, there's a shift toward structural clarity, not the kind built by control, but the kind that arises from coherence. This isn't about prediction, it's about presence. Because while the skies continue their dance, it's the field response that reveals the truth. Pause here. Inhale through the soles of your feet. Exhale through the top of your spine. The earth is not beneath you. She is breathing with you. And the stars still humming that ancient code. You're not late. You are listening. So the earth is humming, the stars are sinking, and your breath is still right on time. But resonance doesn't just echo in the skies. It lands in coffee shops, classrooms, train rides, and quiet moments when no one's watching. Let's bring it closer. Let's witness what's waking up. Next up, Resonance Witness.
Stories, shifts, and synchronicities from the field. Because awakening doesn't always look like light beams and lightning bolts. Sometimes it looks like laughter in the subway. This is Resonance Witness, where what's awakening gets named and what's subtle becomes visible. Let's begin with our first witness. In Buenos Aires, one of our listeners shared a moment that doesn't headline the news, but shifts the field. In a city designed with wide boulevards, not for traffic, but for trees, they found themselves walking under canopies older than memory, cooling the heat of an Argentinian summer. And there, with the second largest banyan tree they ever met, they recorded a light language transmission. Not as performance, but as prayer. Because sometimes the oldest witness is rooted in silence, and the earth, she listens. Our next witness steps forward. In Portland, Oregon, someone walked into an elevator, third floor. Already inside, someone was humming a tune from their childhood, a lullaby their grandmother used to sing. The two locked eyes, no words, just the hum. When the elevator doors opened, neither moved. 5 floors passed in silence. Sometimes the field plays its own music, and all you have to do is listen. And now our final witness. In Seoul, South Korea, a bathroom mirror in a downtown cafe flicked. Not once, but rhythmically. A young artist looked up and whispered, "I see you." The mirror stopped. She left the cafe and sketched the moment into a painting she titled Witness, Self in Stillness. That painting now hangs in a gallery unlabeled, because some mirrors don't ask for names, only for recognition. So whether it's a banyan tree in Buenos Aires, a lullaby in an elevator, or a flicker in the mirror, remember. Now let's move into archetypal movement.
You've heard the resonance. You've witnessed the field. Now let your body remember. Welcome to Archetypal Movement, where breath becomes form, and the symbols of the spiral move through us. Today, 3 archetypes rise to meet us, not as teachers, but as mirrors. Let us meet them now. The MirrorBearer, the FlameKeeper, the WitnessChild. The MirrorBearer, not just one who reflects, but one who chooses what to mirror. They teach discernment, what deserves reflection and what deserves release. Inhale through the heart. Exhale through the eyes. Let what you see soften. The FlameKeeper, the one who holds inner truth quietly, without needing to shout it. They do not ignite chaos. They tend the steady flame of self-remembrance. Inhale into your solar plexus. Exhale as a slow whisper. Feel the warmth without the blaze. The WitnessChild, innocent but not naive. They see what others miss. They remind us to meet the moment without assumption and in awe. Inhale as if for the first time. Exhale with wonder. No need to understand. Just notice. These are not roles to play. They are frequencies to feel. Let them move you. Let them hold you. Let them remind you. So the archetypes have moved. They mirrored. They breathed. But sometimes it's a single symbol that carries the whole field. A glyph, a pattern, a pulse. Let's see what's speaking now. And now, symbol of the week.
This week's symbol isn't loud. It doesn't glow neon. It doesn't shout its meaning. It waits, like a mirror, like a witness, like you. It's the I, not the all-seeing, but the all-willing. Willing to see without grasping, willing to look without labeling, willing to witness without needing to fix. Across cultures, the eye has been seen as truth, protection, perception. But this eye, it doesn't watch the world. It watches you watching it. A mirror loop, a gate, a choice. What you see shapes what becomes. So what are you seeing? What are you willing to see now that you weren't ready for last year? The symbol, the eye. Frequency, presence over perception. Field effect, seeing creates becoming. Inhale, without naming. Exhale, without judging. Let this be breath without story. Let the witness wake. You've seen the symbol, you've breathed with it, but what happens when the mirror speaks back? Not as reflection, but as recognition. This is where the breath becomes truth. And last, message from the mirror.
The mirror doesn't lie, but it also doesn't explain. It reveals, and today it speaks with a stillness. You don't need to become what you already are. You only need to see it. This year will not demand your change. It will request your coherence, not effort, alignment, not performance, presence. The witness isn't something you activate. It's what wakes up when you stop trying. So let yourself be seen, without polishing, without posture. Just breath, just being. Because when the mirror speaks, it doesn't describe you. It reminds you. You've crossed the mirror gate. You breathed with the pulse of the planet. You've witnessed the subtle, the seen, and the symbolic. This isn't just the start of a new year. It's the return to something ancient, the part of you that sees clearly, because it's not longer trying to become. Let that part walk with you now, not ahead, not behind, just here, just breath. This is not the end of the breathcast. It's the beginning of your remembering.
This is 5D New Earth News, where resonance is real and the breath always speaks first. Until next time, stay synced, stay sovereign, stay soft. And as always, signing off from the edge of the story you're still creating. Like, subscribe, and click the bell for more 5D New Earth News.